the Lord. Nelson, that is. Light, shocking.
This is Danielle Weber, and you're listening to Live and Loud with the Lord. Nelson, that is.
Yes! Perfect.
I nailed it. Even Alessandra's like, yeah, you did.
There was a winter when I was on the run. Long were the days, short was the sun. Couldn't catch a break, man, I tried. Things got so bad that I nearly died. There I was, without much hope. Down and out, up against the rope. Jump back up, 'cause I'm a fighter. Smoke this joint. Who's got my lighter? Who's got my lighter? Be my lighter. Who's got my lighter? Be my lighter. Who's got my lighter?
Ladies and gentlemen, beautiful people around the globe, you know who it is. It's the big guy with the big show, the Lord Nelson, that is. Yeah. And I now welcome you to another amazing episode of Live and Loud with the Lord on the CMS network with 5 Royals ENT. And now, today, family, we're vibing with a band, well, with this young man who's the leader of this band that embodies the spirit of classic soul, rhythm, and pure musical joy. These brothers bring that incredible throwback energy that reminds you of what music used to feel like. It's harmony, it's groove, it's storytelling wrapped in melody and magnificent movement. Yes, indeed. And I'm telling you, I enjoyed it, man. There's no lie. I went front with you. And when you're blessed with a talented and gifted front man that commands attention with his smooth, cool, and passionate style and delivery that complements the heartbeat of the band, you know you're in for something special. These brothers know how to make every note count, and together they've got that timeless flavor that bridges generations, bringing old school class with a fresh new twist. So sit back and relax and let's get into the mind and music of a individual and of a group that proves real musicianship never goes out of style. This is Jeff Summa and the Roasters. What's up, man?
Yeah. Thanks for having me, Lord Nelson.
Indeed. So did I say your last name correctly?
You did. You nailed it.
It is true. I just wanted to make sure. So my first question always with everybody is, where are you from?
I am in Litchfield, Connecticut, USA.
Litchfield, Connecticut. So what's the best thing about Litchfield, Connecticut, man?
It's like one of these old historic New England serene towns, It's pretty cool. But now it's becoming ultra hip. It's like in vogue, and everything else is a cool New York getaway because there's a lot of new hotels have been opening up, like boutique hotels, So it's like, and becoming a very foodie place now.
Okay, so how far is it from New York?
Like 2 hours north.
Not too bad. How close are you to New Haven?
An hour.
Okay.
Yep.
I had a young lady on my show, Kebra Smith, and she has a dispensary in New Haven called Lit.
Oh, right on. Nice.
Yeah, so I was gonna
have to go check it out.
I was gonna wait for her to ask you, but I'll get down to it a little later, man.
Okay.
Indeed. But no, she's real cool people, man. We really had a great conversation. So,
right on.
For the people who may not know, how did you and the Roasters come together as a band?
Well, I was in a bunch of bands, like growing up and in my 20s and 30s. So then I decided I wanted to put something together to get my own original music out there. And then, still have a great cover band as well. So I put together a bunch of early lineups of the Roasters, and then it kind of morphed into this band. I was lucky to hunt all these guys down individually and rope them into the band.
Right.
So this lineup's been together for about 7 years now, I guess.
Awesome.
Yeah, time flies. Yeah.
But you know what? You can tell. You can tell,
Right
most
on.
definitely. Yes, by the way you guys play, you can tell. So the name, the Roasters. How did you decide on that name, and how does it carry, or does it carry any personal significance for you?
Well, I wanted like a hot rock and roll name like the Radiators, but I'm like, well, we all smoke a lot of weed, so let's go with the Roasters thing. And it kind of works with like the sound of our music and the whole weed thing too. So
Indeed. And listen, so in my mind, I said to myself, I definitely said it. I said, I wonder if that has to do with anything of what you just spoke of. And I said, then, now you just confirmed it.
Yeah.
So it's all love. So your sound has that timeless soul and R&B energy mixed with modern flair to me. So how did you develop that signature style?
I don't know. Just, I have no idea. Just playing through the years, it just came together. I've been playing since I was like 12, and then I was always kind of like working on my own tune to my own kind of sound too and stuff. So then I needed, when I started writing a lot of words, I needed the music to go with it and stuff. So but and I've surrounded myself by super talented musicians, so they help me bring all that to life.
100%, man. And I just think that, just doing my research, of course, and digging, and I can see that, when you talk about people you've been inspired by, when you talk about the Pink Floyds and the Allman Brothers and all those bands like that, and I love those bands. I just got to be honest, man. It's just, I love music like that. It's something about that music from those times. I don't know, 60s, 70s or so, that was just so amazing. It's just like, you guys have pulled. You can tell the influences are there in your music, but yet it's your own thing. So it's not like it's not theirs, it's yours specifically. So that's something that I enjoy. And I tell people this all the time. I remember watching Quincy Jones. He was on a show with Chuck D, and Quincy Jones says, you pull from 10 of the bands that you love the most. And when you pull something from each of those, you'll have your own distinct style. And so
that's true.
Yeah. So I can just kind of tell, man. And the music is intoxicating, bro. It's just something about it that I love. I'm telling you. I was just like, even last night, I was sitting at my table and I was just like, man. I said, yes, indeed. So you got me. You got me. There's no doubt.
That's a good thing.
Yes, that's indeed. 100%. No, you guys are awesome. So you guys have a real connection between you and the crowd. So what do you want your audience to feel when they experience your music live?
Well, we like the kind of energy feedback we get from, the audience. The more they dance and the more they're into the music, the harder we play. And that was super hard to like pull off in the studio because it's a pretty sterile environment, and you're nervous too. And, the clock's ticking, you're looking through the glass at the producer, stuff like that. So you don't have that kind of energy thing, but we try to capture kind of a live feel to the album the way we recorded it, even though it wasn't in front of an audience. But
no, it's awesome, man. So now I got to ask you a question. See, I'm gonna go to the left a little bit and ask this question before I get to my other questions. So, so is Jeff just this cool, man? Are you just as cool? Your delivery's cool? Are you just this cool? Is this your disposition? It's not an act.
This is me.
This is who you are.
I just smoke a lot of weed and stay as chill as possible. Try to get through it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, listen, I'm the most straight edge person in the world, right? But let me tell you something. I have been around it all. And when I say that, I mean I have been around it all.
Baby.
It's just wild. I wish my boy Artie Joyner. Listen, I'm going to mention his name, Artie Joyner. Artie is a wild boy, but he's like you. But Artie just keeps it cool. And then the band I used to be with, No Power, No Crown. Man, my brothers, man, those dudes, they stayed lifted, bro. They stayed lifted.
Oh yeah.
And I just used to,
after a while.
Listen, and when they got that way, right? I just, whether we be in the studio recording or whatever. So Big Steve and Justin and Jet, man, and I would just listen to them because it's like they went into another dimension of time and space, man, and started talking.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you something about that a little bit later, but yes, indeed, man. So it's love, man. I'm not one to judge anybody. You know, I don't want anybody judging me. So whatever does it for you, man, I'm like, yo, that's what it is, man. So it's all love. So
that's it.
So let me ask you this. So as a front man, what does it take to lead a band with such strong musical talent and still keep that unity and vibe alive?
Well, I think because we work as a whole unit, you know, I'm not really like like a Mick Jagger kind of front man where I'm hopping around out in front, but
right.
And everyone has such strong musical personalities in the band that it's like the whole unit, you know. But we just have such a great time jamming, and the guys have been super supportive of the songs that I write and everything, and making it, you know, they know what I'm kind of going for, and they help me smooth it all out and get everything sounding just right. So
yeah, you're working with some amazing creatives, man, and you can just tell, man. Once again, the musicianship, the arrangement, the orchestration, it's all love. It really is. It really is.
Oh, yeah, we do love it.
Yeah. So speaking about that, can you talk about your creative process? How does a typical song come to life with the band, and who brings what to the table? I know you're writing. You do all the lyrics?
Yeah. And then I write all the like basic song, you know, formulas and all the basic music, and then people write their, you know, the rest of the guys write their parts, and sometimes it changes a little bit with the music from the way I started, you know, and we kind of smooth it out. But basically I'll get ideas when I'm at work, you know, or listen to audiobooks or like doing different things like you know, driving or whatever. I'll get ideas and I'll put them on my phone, on my notes on my phone, and
yes, sir.
Otherwise, I will totally forget them. You know, in a 15-minute drive, they'll be like wiped clean. You know, so you got to like do it when you can. Sometimes like pull over or whatever, just stop working, just type them in. And then I develop the lyrics from that, and then I either write music specifically for that song, or I have like a musical piece that I've already written that I think will fit well, and then it's just kind of working it out from there.
Right. Yeah, because I'm big on melodies, right? And so when I'm writing, or it's just, you know, because you, like me, I would believe we're inspired by anything, you know, just like you say, I'm driving, man, I'm like, okay, I got to put this melody down on my phone, on my iPhone, so I do not forget it, because I don't want to forget it. And let me tell you something. All the way back to my iPhone 4, which I have somewhere, I have so many songs and ideas on my phone. Man, listen, if I just went back and pulled them all, I'm talking about a lot. I mean,
we'll have like 30 albums.
Listen, a whole lot. I mean, it's crazy, but it's just the way I believe your mind works, like my mind works, man. We just love music like that, man. So
sure, yeah. I write a lot of stuff that doesn't make it to the recording studio, you know, it just doesn't either pull together, doesn't get, you know, some kind of hook or main theme that will carry it or whatever. The music's just not right. So
Indeed.
I try to pick songs that people are going to like when we play them live, you know, so
no doubt. You guys have that energy, most definitely, man. You guys have a true vibe that I just know that people enjoy. Because I'm telling you, as I was listening, I was just like, man, from the first one, I said, they got me, man. They got me. Because the first one I listened to was like, you know, where's my lighter? Who's got my lighter? And I was like, these dudes are some wild boys. And once again, I'm a lyricist, so you know I'm listening to the words. And I was just like, this dude is a wild boy.
And then like over 9 minutes right off the bat.
But listen, but it's still cool though. It's still cool though. If you love music, man, that time zips by. It's nothing to it. Indeed. So
yeah, he had some great horns in that song too. So that like kills it, you know.
No doubt, bro. So music has changed so much over the years. How do you stay true to your roots while still connecting with the new generation of listeners?
Yeah, well, I try to keep constantly listening to new music, you know, especially all the new jam band stuff. And all kinds of different styles, but I listen to all kinds of music. But so I just try and keep it fresh, but sticking to the roots is easy because it's just like I'm like somehow I became like a blues player by heart, in the
Hmm.
soul. It's like blues is deep down in there. And then
Right.
I was, early on, I listened to a lot of Muddy Waters, Howlin'
Hmm.
Wolf, all that kind of stuff, James
Yeah.
Cotton.
Yeah.
So, so sticking to that, it just comes natural. I just can't help but kind of play that like 70s sound. So I don't know why.
Listen, it's just some of the greatest music of all time. And
Yeah.
to be honest with you, man, my wife and my children, and I have three children. I have an older daughter that she's 8 years older than my twins, and then we have twins also, and a boy
Yep.
and a girl, and the girl of my twins, she's like me, she'll listen to. They all listen to everything, but she gets it.
Yeah.
Because when we're on I have road trip music, I stay
Right.
road
Right.
trip ready. And I may
Yep.
play anything. Listen, I might play hip hop, I might play jazz, I might play
Sure.
R&B, I might play blues, I
Yeah.
might play gospel music. I might
Yep.
I might play Beethoven, whatever I'm in the mood for. It doesn't matter. Country, I listen to it all. And so
That's awesome.
they just look at me like, man, what is wrong with this dude, man? He just loves it. Do you love music like that? And like my wife always says, like, do you have to sing all the time? Do you have to sing my name? I'm not saying I'm a great singer or nothing like that, but it's just
Right.
melodies
It's
in my
in you.
head. I can't help it.
Yeah.
I just can't
That's
help it,
it.
man. So yes, indeed. So you guys are there, man. I know you understand, man. So what's been one of the most memorable moments you've had together as a band, whether in the studio, on the road, or on stage?
Yeah. Well, definitely the studio stuff is a bonding moment, and
Mhm.
we go through a lot of emotions and a lot of things,
Right.
but everyone's pretty smooth. They're all pros, so they come in and do their thing. But yeah, and different shows that we played, and one of our friends started her own kind of musical series on her own property, like during COVID, and we
Oh,
were
really?
like the first band to play there, and
Oh,
it's
wow.
social distancing and people
Hmm.
trying to spread it out. So, but we tried to keep the music going because like all of our shows got canceled, everything
Right.
got closed down.
Right.
So we try to do it in a safe way and keep jamming. But yeah, different shows affect you, and then also things that people, say to you after shows. They come up and tell you that certain songs like really mean a lot to them, or
Yes.
like when you look out and people are singing that the lyrics you wrote with
Oh
you,
my God.
in the audience, that's like a chill moment. You're like,
Yes,
wow.
sir. Yes, sir. There's nothing better that energy transference from you to them and them back to you. And I say it all the time. They become a part of your moment. They're not in the moment. They become a part of you when they're singing everything. So everybody is as one. And
Right,
there is
right.
nothing better than that feeling, man. I'm telling you, man. It's a
Yeah.
fantastic feeling. There's no
Yeah,
doubt
it's
about it.
amazing.
Yes, it
Yeah, I
is.
saw I saw like the Grateful Dead about 500 times,
Oh,
or Jerry
really?
Garcia band. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they were masters at that, with
Right.
the feedback energy, with, huge stadiums full of people, and
Yes.
you could feel it, like even as an innocent bystander.
Right. Indeed. 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 He chuckled after that. So let's dive into your music, bro. So let me say this. To me, your music is a journey up and down a highway in the mountains in the fall. It's a it's a beautiful scenery, but then it's on a cosmic level. That's like an out of body experience, let me say.
Right.
So your music evokes such a throwback feel with amazing sonics and instrumentation. It's a time machine for me, bro. I always say music is a time machine. It's the greatest time machine in the world. So and it's definitely one hell of a ride. So tell us about the
Right.
amazing album Open Road Ahead.
Oh yeah, that was our first thing, and we were kind of a new band together
Mm-hmm.
at the time. So, but that was kind of a collection of songs that I've written since I was like in my 20s up to that point.
Right.
6 years ago, whenever we went into the studio to record that. So I was kind of like, I've been playing them, all that time with various bands or just by myself, and I kind of had a set feeling thing that I couldn't really deviate from because it was just so set in my mind. So, but the guys all came in and we recorded that at On Deck Studio, which is fairly close to my house with Tracy Walton. And just the guys came in and just helped me kind of figure it out. We were doing a lot of figuring stuff out in the studio, and they thought I was pretty crazy on some of those songs at first until we got it all worked out because we hadn't been playing together. They didn't know I was crazy yet. They just kind of thought I was.
Hey, listen, let me tell you something. I love it. Every one of those songs, amazing. I love the vibe. I'm telling you, and listen, I would not lie to you. I always tell people, I'm the Lord. Nelson, that is. I'm not going to lie to you. But man, hey, really great work. Great. Everything about it is amazing. And once again, I it's intoxicating to me. And I was just like, God, dog, man. I was like, they're taking me on a true ride here, man. And that's what music is supposed to do anyway. It's supposed to take you on a journey, so and you guys really accomplished that. Now, tell us about Who Got My Lighter, man.
Yeah, so we got a lot of great response from the first album, and people really love some of the songs like High Now and, Open Road Ahead and some of those songs on there. So I'm like, I didn't mean for it to take so long, but it did end up taking like 5 years, It just had to feel like it was the right time,
Got you.
And I knew that I had to top the first album, which I knew was going to be tough, because you can't come out with an album that sucks like after it, so yeah, it took me a little bit, but basically all the songs that are on this album I wrote within the last couple of years, and as opposed to like 20 years leading up to the first album, and I did it with all these guys in the loop, pretty much. There's still a couple songs that we kind of laid down and changed around in the studio, and it ended up being a little bit different, like Funk All Night.
Funk All
Yeah.
Night. Yes, indeed. Hey, listen, that's awesome.
And then High Mage kind of started off like an acoustic tune, it's like super acoustic, but it ended up being this crazy like prog rock thing with synthesizers and everything else. So my other guitar player, John Blanton, he's like amazing guitar player. He plays a lot of different styles than I do. So he's super into prog rock, and that just came out and just sounded really cool.
Right.
So, like I was able to be a lot more flexible with this album and like change things because I didn't really have like much of a set mindset that it has to be this way or that way. So, and then some of the songs we were able to play out live for a couple years leading up to it. So like Lost Cat and Non-Reality, the reggae kind of sound of song. And those have been doing really well, getting a lot of airplay with those across the country, which is pretty cool. We've gone up into the AMA charts. We're up and down on that like a yo-yo, but the highest we've gone is like 124.
Yeah.
On that, and then I wrote that kind of country rock song, simple song, and I wanted to get like pedal steel, like old school pedal steel in there. So we got Jeffrey Wadhams in on that. He did a great job on that. But that hit like 83 on the alt country charts, which is pretty crazy because we're like a jam band.
It's great music, bro. It's great music.
Thanks.
Listen, I BS you not, man. It's great music. It all feels good. And once again, your delivery is just so cool and chill, and it's just as a matter of fact, and it's like you're just talking to us, and you're telling a story, and it's like you got me like, okay, what's coming next? What's going on? She did what? She what?
I'm telling you. Like singing is still a struggle, I still have to like work at it. So some of those songs, like I sang one way and then I wasn't really happy with it. I listened to the recordings for like 2-3 weeks, and I just went back and I redid a bunch of them because, trying to nail it just right. And
but you're just being you though. See, that's what's cool. Everybody can't be this person or that person of the greatest. Everybody can't be Frank Sinatra, you know.
Right.
Everybody can't be
Right.
Luther Vandross. Everybody can't be that. You can just be who you
Right.
are. And
That's it.
and that's one thing that I learned, you know, being, you know, like in metal music. I know I can't sing like that. My wife always tells me, she's like, stop, just stop. But you know what? I had other people say, like, this is this kind of music. You can
Yeah.
do that. You know, hold that melody, do what you do. So no,
Right.
man, you're handling your business, man. And I love the fact that it's not like everything else. I love the
Right
fact
on.
that it's you just being you. So that's
Yeah.
cool to me, man. So I listen, applause.
Right on. Thank you. Hey, you got to be true to yourself, you know. So
100%.
yeah,
100%.
I can't be something else really. So
Indeed. And who's gonna be better than you? Nobody.
thanks, man.
Nobody. So now I wanted, you know, I kind of had this question right here, but we kind of touched on it a little bit earlier. So I've gotten this from a lot of people about how they feel when this happens or this happens. So let me go into it. So do
All right.
you feel that getting lifted has added to your creativity and songwriting? And if so, could you explain how?
100%. I mean, it helps me get through everything, you know, and especially different. You can use different strains for different purposes, and but yeah, I mean, it keeps me calm and level-headed. And then, you know, I did a lot of psychedelics back in my Grateful Dead days, so
Okay.
some of this, you know, the buds they have now are pretty damn close on their own. You know, they're so potent and stuff, and you can definitely go to different worlds in them. So yeah, it definitely gets you in a state of consciousness where you can kind of just like openly write things without hitting a lot of stumbling blocks, you know, kind of like with that song Iguanas, it was kind of like a stream of consciousness kind of thing, you know. So I just wrote different points that I liked, and then kind of, you know, there are different things that I thought of earlier, and then I pieced them all together for that and stuff. But yeah, it definitely helps me.
Yeah, I've just heard. See, okay, so myself, speaking about myself, I see music is my drug. It's something about music that does something just incredible to me. I get emotional. I get whatever it is. It's just certain things that are going to take me to another place when it comes to music, the sonics of it. But then I've had individuals that I know that partake of the pleasures of the herbals, and they're like, it opens my mind. I hear things that I would have never heard before. And so I'm always like, I'm so visual and I'm picturing exactly what they're saying. And I'm just like, that's amazing. Like my guys, I was telling you, you know, they're all doing what they're doing. And now we're in rehearsal and they're handling business. And, you know, they may have eaten some brownies or something before a show. And I'm just like, they're like, I ate 3 brownies today.
Oh,
like,
damn. What? I cannot do edibles. No.
And they are so, I mean, so into it. But they get out there and they handle their business and they play free and they're just whatever. So I always like to ask that question. And, you know, being on tour, I've seen things. And it's just like, man, hey, people handle their business. So whatever it is that gets you out there to do what you do, man, it's what it is, man. So I'm just
you're
like,
lucky.
You're
lucky. You're naturally able to channel it, you know. But it does seem like you're opening up another, you know, like a third eye or another state of consciousness to you know. If you smoke enough, man, I mean, you can really be on another level.
So you talking Willie Nelson? I always say Willie Nelson, my cousin. So Willie Nelson and Snoop Dogg and Wiz Khalifa, all those guys, you know, they're going to smoke and do what they do. Redman, Method Man, you know, there's a lot. And listen, I know a lot lot of people that smoke. I know a lot of people that enjoy it. Man, you know,
just about everyone smokes these days. Seems like.
Yes, indeed. Listen, I can't wait for Artie. As soon as I have this edited and everything, you know, I got to send it to Artie just so he can see. I'm just like, Artie, first of all, you got to check my man out because he's on point, man. Jeff and the Roasters, man, they're doing work, man. They're doing work, and he'll probably like listen to your music and enjoy himself.
Right on. I hope he does. Yeah,
no doubt. So when people listen to Jeff Summa and the Roasters, what message or emotion do you hope resonates with them even after the music stops?
Well, I like to think that they, you know, consider the lyrics and think about it. I know some people just listen to music and they don't really hear the lyrics. People tell me that too, but and that it just resonates and leaves a good feeling, good vibe with them afterwards, and they're like,
Right.
wow, that was a cool journey. It's like reading a good book or whatever.
Yes.
They're like, that was a really good journey I just went through. And it's really, well, put it back on and do it again, but
Right.
yeah, but I'm not really, each song has its own little story, but I'm not really writing messages really as far as that goes, but as far as I know, anyways, maybe there's deep messages that I'm channeling that I don't even know.
Well, look, you know how it is, man. People take what you've written and they equate it to whatever they have going on,
Right.
and they'll make it whatever it is. So it can mean something to something different to everybody,
Yeah.
So you take that and embrace it, man. What you're doing, man, because you really are telling stories, taking people on the journey, man. No, it's love. It really is. It really
Right.
is indeed. So what makes you guys a much watch and listen?
That why people like our band? Is that
Yeah.
like,
what makes you a must watch and listen? Yeah, I want you to talk. I want you to be like, yo, this is who I am. This is who we are. Yeah, we're the greatest. I like it. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, just it's really great music, and people always comment when they watch us that they see that we love jamming together, and creating music together. Like, wow, you guys look like you're having fun, and we've been playing so long together now that we just have to do kind of minor signals, and everyone knows where each person's going to be usually, unless someone really goes off the reservation.
Right.
But yeah, and people, they just like hanging out with us, and we just like hanging out with our fans and stuff afterwards, and talking with everybody, and all the people that write to me that really enjoy both albums and all the songs and different things that they ask me, is that a real song about Frank Schmank, did that really happen, or
right,
is such and such is a real thing, or were you really with a waitress that did that, or whatever. So like, oh well, I can't reveal everything, but yeah, there's a lot of true stories in there, let me tell you.
No, listen, that's how I feel though. When you're telling it, when you're singing it, I'm listening to the lyrics. So let me say this. You said that people say like some people don't listen to the lyrics. My thing always is this right here. The music gets you, but the lyrics keep you. And
exactly.
Yeah, so they stay there and they're listening to that story. Don't let people tell you they're not listening to the story. And then really, because you say some things that I'm just like, okay, Jeff's a wild boy. That's love, though. That's love. I love the story, though. I love stories like that, though. I love it. So I can't front on it. I can't front on it, man. So now I'm gonna get a little personal with you right now, man.
All right.
I want to know, who are you beyond the music?
Well, I'm a grandfather now, which is pretty crazy. Yeah, she's like almost 2 years old, and she loves our music. They said, we watch her on FaceTime dancing to Jeff Summa and the Roasters, and she's been to one of our shows, which is pretty cool. So
awesome.
Yeah, and my wife and we have 3 kids. They're all grown now, and they have significant others or are married or whatever. Yes. So
right,
my original family has died off mostly now, so now I'm carrying on with this huge family of my own now, which is pretty wild, and they're all great people and they're fun to be with and everything. So
yes,
that's super cool, really.
Yeah. So you
turned out cooler than the music. Yeah, it turned out cooler than the music and everything,
Right.
So
no, I tell them that all the time, that what's so important to me and when I have the best time is hanging out with my family. So when it's my wife and our 3 children and my grandson, we just have a good time, because it was my birthday a few weeks ago, September 28th. And
happy birthday! And I'm the 25th. September
are you
25th.
Really? Listen,
fellow Libra. Yeah, right on. I knew you were cool.
Listen. As I tell people, I was like, don't hate me for being who I am, because we are celebratory children. I said, you count back 9 months, end of November, Thanksgiving, Christmas time. We're the holiday babies, man. Mom and dad was having a good time, man.
Hell yeah.
So I tell people, I say, we're celebratory children. You better believe it, man. But yeah, I just have so much fun. Just like you said, the children are all out the house. They're all successful in doing their thing. But when they all come back, home.
Yeah.
Like my son, he's coming from Atlanta. And I can't wait till he gets here. We're gonna hang out and laugh. And he's coming, my wife, she's cooking for him and doing all the things. I was just like, but it's a great thing. It really is. Family is love. We were a basketball family. All my kids, all of them played basketball. My wife played basketball in college.
Wow.
Daughter and son played basketball in college. Son played pro ball over in Iceland for a few years.
Wow.
And we just have so much stuff to talk about, and we laugh and we clown and we just love on each other. Now, everything's not always perfect. And I know you understand that, but it's just something special about it and seeing someone you have created.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's amazing. It's amazing.
It's really cool to be the cool parents that the kids actually enjoy being with, You're like, damn. We play video games together and do all kinds of stuff together, go on vacations and stuff. It's so much fun.
Yes, indeed. Listen, I love this dude right here, man. I do it, man. When I listen to the music, I just like, listen, I just saw you doing what you do. I said, this is one of the cool ones, man. He is one of those cool dudes.
Right on. And a Libra.
A Libra, man. It's all love, man. It's all love. Yes, indeed, man. So, what's next for you guys, man? Are there any new projects, tours, or collaborations on the horizon that your fans should know about?
Right now, we're working on videos for some of the songs from the album. So that's kind of a tricky process. We've done whatever we could ourselves, but I've had a lot of help, with people promoting and stuff. So we're still working. My wife and I have been working still like just about every day on promoting. Got to keep going, because we're like 4 months in now, but we're still picking up radio stations and still picking up speed. So
awesome.
Got to strike while the iron's hot kind of thing.
100%. 100%.
But as far as I'm still writing songs already, I'm not ready to get back into the recording studio anytime soon because it's a expensive business with everything involved in it. But I think the next thing musically, besides doing a lot of live shows in 2026, will be to do a live album next year.
And you guys are geared for that, though. I mean, that's what you guys are geared. I mean, that's easy to me. That's easy. But you just said something though. So expensive wise. So I'm in a band, Plastic Catastrophe, with Lord Nelson, and my guy, the magnificent Matt Acevedo, he's in Texas. He's in Dallas, Fort Worth.
Yep.
And so we kind of work together where he sends me stuff online, of course. So But is it more of you guys need to be in the studio together in that studio setting, like old school, to get the best sound or the best vibe that you want?
Yeah, well, I wanted to work with legendary producer Vic Steffens, and he's in West Haven, Connecticut, at Horizon Studios, and I had to go down and do like an interview with him, and I got hooked up through mutual acquaintances and stuff. So he's worked with Sly Stone and Lita Ford on the heavy metal side, Saturday Night Live bands, like everybody. But, he's in the 70s, so he's out of that old school thing, but he's, modern day recorder, he knows how to work all the, buttons, bells and whistles and everything. And he's got a really cool studio down there with, high ceilings. It's just got like a great sound.
Got you.
So I just really wanted to work with Vic. So, but it's not just the recording. Then I work with Powderfinger Promotions, so they get you out onto all the radio stations, get us on the jam band stations, jam band charts, and all that. So and then you get publicists, they get you like reviews, and now. I have Christina that, working with me, and she gets me, cool interviews and, other things, just publicity and getting it out there on all the social media stuff. You got to constantly keep it in the forefront or people forget, so
indeed
trying to drive up streaming now and all that stuff as best as possible. So
got you.
It's a whole process.
Yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, that's it. Yeah.
No, it's just having that team is important, man. We do a lot of stuff on our own, man. And a lot of people who are outside what we do, they don't really understand, man, the what it takes to get there, the amount of money that's spent and trying to be relevant in a world where there's what 150,000 people releasing songs every day. You know, it's like it's not an easy thing, man. You know,
competition's fierce.
Oh man, it's crazy, and once again, still being authentic to who you are. You know,
right,
and letting it be organic as possible. You know, so hey, man, I understand it, man. Most definitely. So
now I've got an agent too, that's trying to get us onto like stuff like Netflix, Showtime,
awesome.
video games. Use a lot of music and stuff, so that's like a whole nother market, and but you have to find the right matchup, and like you said, they're just inundated with like albums every day, it's like insane. So. But and then you have to use like social media marketing. Like if you just post something on your band page, you get like 200 of your fans that like it or whatever. But if you like boost a post through Meta AI and all that stuff, it gets expensive. But like 16,000 people watch your video. It's like nuts in like 2 days.
Yeah, it's all about making money, and they're not. Listen, if even the biggest artists have millions and millions of followers. They're not putting that freely to those artists followers just like that. I mean, what
sure.
Why? They won't make any money. So it's all about it's all about money, man.
Yeah.
But I hear you 100%, my brother. 100%. So we're getting close to the end, but let me ask you this. What was the last song you listened to?
What was it? On the way home. Oh boy. Geez, what was it? I think it was like a Cream song. I can't remember which one. Yeah. I was listening to like a classic rock station.
Yeah.
On the way home on satellite. Yeah.
Oh no, awesome. And listen, Cream, come on, man.
Yeah.
Oh goodness, man! Listen, I just love the music. You once again a time machine, bro. A time machine. Just makes you feel good. We play
Cream. Yes, we play Cream like Traffic. We play a lot of the Derek and Domino stuff.
Yeah.
It's just such awesome music. I mean, you can't really write better stuff. So
right. So true, man. So true. So true. Well, young man, I appreciate you so much. This has been amazing. I knew I was going to have a good time. Indeed. And I pray that, the conversation was good for you also. Because I always like to have a conversation less than his questions. I'm asking questions, but it's just, I want it to be a conversation. So the floor is yours. Please feel free to speak your mind on whatever you'd like. And then let my watchers and listeners know where they can support your music and movement.
All right. Well, I would say go out and support your local bands and especially original music, because the tendency now, and not knocking tribute bands, but a lot of venues, just know that's easy money because they use that band, all their logos, and it's just like people just have that band in mind,
Mm-hmm.
But to go out and support original local music and the venues that have them is a great thing.
Right.
And you can find us on our website, jeffzoomantheroasters.com, and on all streaming sites. Both albums are on all streaming sites, including YouTube and everything else, Spotify and all that, of course. So check us out, give it a listen, send us a message, say hi.
Yes, indeed. And ladies and gentlemen, when I tell you that this music is great and magnificent, it definitely is. You should really, really get into it and listen to it. You're going to enjoy yourself. Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
It's real.
Have a smoke and kick back.
Yes, indeed. You're definitely going to enjoy it, man. So, ladies and gentlemen, what an absolute pleasure it's been chopping it up with the incredible Jeff Summa.
Oh, yeah.
Not the Roasters, but the Roasters. But hey, listen, Jeff Summa and the Roasters, a band that brings the fire every time. The fire, look at that. The fire. Every time they touch a stage.
So people have been giving me lighters now, so they gave me this big one so I don't lose it, But it's pretty cool, man. I've been getting Zippo lighters and stuff.
Yes, indeed. Look at that. Sean, put that back up again.
Gigantic big, Zippo.
It just takes me back to Fort Jackson with all my homeboys, Troy Carruthers and Danny Horn, and all the guys who smoked cigarettes, right? And they all had Zippos, man. You know,
Yeah.
old school Zippos, man. It's just crazy, man. Anyway.
They're kind of messy, you know?
Yeah.
Especially like you go to like light a bong here, it's like you're dumping fuel
Right, with
onto
the
the
flint,
bud.
the
You're like,
fuel.
holy shit, man. It's like, damn. I think
Well, once again, man, this young man has energy, passion, and pure love for music that shines through everything that he and his band of brothers, what they do, and it reminds us that soul it is still alive. You know, they have substance, and it shows you that music or their music still matters in this world, man. And you know, the world is
thank you,
moving
man.
so fast,
Appreciate
man.
you.
But you guys have just you just kind of bring us back to it, man. So everybody, thank you for sharing your time, your stories, and your sound, and to all my listeners around the world, thank you for taking the time to spend some time. And until next time, remember to do your best to lead with love and follow with faith. I am the Lord. And Nelson, that is. And he is Jeff Summa from Jeff Summa at the Roasters. Yeah.
Thank you, Lord Nelson. That was awesome. Thank you so much.
Oh, peace and blessings, man.
Whenever I'm in town, stop my favorite diner, where the rotisserie chicken couldn't be any finer. Roasting long and slow, the beef I was picking, so damn tasty I can clean over lick. Sweet little honey served me from behind my counter stool. How she has to offer, always makes me drool. I love the way she knows how to please me. Cooking her juicy chicken on her rotisserie. It's her long, slow roast that I really do love most.
Live and loud with the Lord. Nelson, that is.
Turn it up. You're listening to Live and Loud with the Lord, Nelson, that is.